It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
In the corner, it's Hunter. 4 on the shot clock. Cans it from downtown.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Pass to George. From past the arc. A shot, no good. Lets it go with a 3. Caruso, no good. Indianapolis with the ball. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
There's a screen by Robinson. 3-pointer by Embiid.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Well, Greg, we know at his feet, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And George is great at finishing around the rim. We don't see that in a lot of wings these days.
Outside, Edwards. Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Okogie. It's a 6-point game. Pass to George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
What a move by PG with the hard finish.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Paul George with the steal. There's Embiid. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work." Back to you guys.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Murray. It's sent back down by Simmons.
Attacking that shot. Simmons aggressive on the defensive end.
Here's Robinson. And Robinson throws it down. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Outside, Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Out to Edwards. Clock is at 3. There's Lopez with the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Oh, don't do him like that, PG.
Lopez a screen. Here he goes. Out to Edwards. Pass to Hunter. Now here's Caruso. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range. Edwards got 9.
And that corner pocket triple Terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Here's George. Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the health and being in the right situation.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Edwards. Here's Hunter. Over in the corner, Caruso. Simmons with it. Pass to Edwards. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Tries it from the top of the key. That doesn't go either for George.
See, that miss right there is why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And there's
14.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he can take off from anywhere at any time. Edwards always a threat.
Now Caruso. No scoring in this one. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Back to George. Murray outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over there.
Ball with it. Robinson picks him up. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. George has got 12.
And PG is on one tonight. Getting the looks that he wants and taking it to the defense.
Outside Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And stolen by Murray. Here's George. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 14 points for him.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
That kind of aggressiveness, that's what you want to see more from Ball.
George with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Now here's Ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards from the arc.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
High post Lopez. Pass to Edwards. Here's Ball. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
In for Indianapolis.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Kyle Anderson. Torian Prince.
Here's Murray up on top. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 5 to shoot. Prince wide open. Oh, good on the triple. Here's Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Indianapolis trails by 6. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And timeout call by Kenny. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Edwards. Back to Simmons. They need this one. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Indianapolis trails by 6. .116 left in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, that felt like PG was baiting the defenders there. Great use of the pick.
Outside Edwards. Lopez a screen. 6 to shoot. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's George. Caruso grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Edwards. From deep. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
The shot by George, no good. Edwards inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 18 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
Now here's Simmons. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Indianapolis, they've made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 18.
As a scorer, Simmons' best work comes right at the rim.
And George, here we go. To the middle. Here's Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by George. Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Out to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant.
Inside. It's stolen by Edwards. Lopez from long range. Some solid defense from Robinson. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot. The future of the NBA is digital. Commissioner Silver said streaming allows us to better engage fans through the personalization of telecasts, creating chat communities, buying products, playing fantasy. There's an enormous opportunity. We are just barely scratching the surface. Back over to you, Kevin.
It's getting interactive. Okay, thank you, Allen.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside Edwards. There's the three. It's hauled in by George. Indianapolis trails by 9. Murray. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Murray's got 5 now.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Edwards. Back to ball. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Ball. Going inside. And Ball slams it in.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Back to George. Caruso grabs the miss. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Murray. He has 5. Indianapolis moving it around. Pass to Robinson. Outside for George. Clock at 6. And there's the drive. And it's George finishing it off.
Even though he's a great jump shooter, I think George is at his best when he's going to the rim.
Now Edwards. Lopez a screen. Back to Ball. And the layup falls. And that's now 6 points for Lonzo Ball.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score. He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Now, here's Ball. He has 6. They set the screen. Caruso looking for an opening. For 3, Edwards. And it's Indianapolis with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Hunter. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Hunter's got his 3rd basket of the night. Back to George. Free throw line jump shot. And he hits the jump shot. George has got 27 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And as we end the 3rd.
44.
3 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Indianapolis. 4-point game. Outside, George. Down low. Here's Embiid. Indianapolis needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And so here's the home team. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Edwards. Outside, Simmons. 5 on the clock. Back to Edwards. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Inside, and they double up Embiid.
Yeah, it's such a simple yet effective move. Embiid executing the pump fake.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
At the line for the away team, Joel Embiid.
And Embiid drops them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Simmons. And it's sent back by George.
An elite defender. PG excels at being at the right place at the right time.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Back to Simmons. The rebound by Paul George.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Murray. Sinks the triple.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
Outside, Simmons. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Pass to Okogie. Wide open look here for Murray. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And here is Hunter. Outside, Edwards. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Indianapolis trails by 3. Murray scanning the floor. Here's Robinson. Pass to Okogie. Now Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Count it, good. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has no problem going in there with the big threes because Murray is focused on that possession.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Edwards. Simmons inside. That does not go. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Murray. Three. Good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He has decided it's the right time to talk. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you once again, Allie. And it's good.
And it's easy to see why Lopez is out here in these moments, never afraid to take a big shot.
Strong move off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Hunter there for the rebound. There's a minute 40 left in the game. Ball stolen. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And stolen by Hunter. Now, here's ball. Left side, Edwards. Now, Lopez. Oh, the slam dunk.
And really an effective score from day one in the association. Lopez's ability to adapt has really kept him relevant.
Caruso with the steal. Oh, he jams it in, leaving no room for error.
A guy who knows about pressure situations. Caruso getting it done in the clutch.
Now, here's George. And it's sent back by Lopez. From deep. Does not go.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Lopez rips down the rebound. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Indianapolis ball.
And here is Murray. And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,